Okay, I have returned to Elgato Foods because I would like to get a whole bunch of groceries. So I'm going to park this right here. And we're going to... I brought a hand cart so that I could take a whole bunch of groceries back to the house and I won't have to go back and forth anymore. So you buy them and then you put them on the hand cart. Then you go and do it again. And you can buy 40 groceries in a single trip instead of dealing with 10. Or I guess 80 if you brought the other cart with you. But we're just going to load up all these groceries right there on the cart and take them all back. And then it'll be time for my shift again, I think, at the restaurant there, the hot dog stand. But I'm really hoping for a good, solid customer service candidate to walk in and apply today because, I mean, I'm not going to get the best people doing this. I'd probably want a recruiting agency to find better people. But right now, I'll just take what I can get. All right, there we go. So we got a whole bunch of paper bags. And I'm going home. Look at how he runs, man. I'm going home with groceries. This is great. We're going to Lower Manhattan Center Station. There we go. So today I brought an apple with me on my way to work. And right before starting my shift, I ate that apple. And when you know it, my hunger actually lasted a little bit longer today as we're now closing at the end of my shift here. And I got a chance to sweep up and stuff before I started that shift, so it's good. We have a lot of hot dogs left. At least in inventory, it shows several hundred hot dogs left. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. It means I don't have to buy any inventory for a while. Of course, I would like to expand my product offerings as well, but let's just see. What do we have? We have in inventory, it says, oh, sorry, we sold 770. My bad. We have 184 left. So that's actually encouraging because it means we sold a bunch. So fine. Okay, so gross profit's pretty good. Let's see how much money we actually earned. And then also if there are any other candidates. Here it is. Vanessa Hughes. She's not great, guys. 17% skill. She's not great, but she wants full-time. So I'm thinking I'll try. Whoa, she wants $25 an hour too. It's kind of crazy. Look, see, we're going to negotiate and I'm going to say I want to pay her 24 and she'll be like, okay, how about 29? It's 25. So yeah, actually she wants $1 higher per hour. This is not how negotiations work, miss. This is not how it works at all. This is all she's going to do is go back and forth with this until I finally give her what she originally asked for, which is $24.94. If I go 24, I mean 50. Oh my god, like there is no way to get her under the price that she originally wanted. Yeah, negotiations are still borked. I'm sorry, they just are. They just don't work. Yeah, she's gonna accept now. 24.20. She didn't accept 25.20 of 24.50, but you know, whatever. I guess she said no. She said no to 24.50. Okay. I mean, I offered you lower than last time by accident, and you said yes. Okay, that's a deal. So let's manage the schedule here. Now I want her to work the times where I'm supposed to be working, right? So she wants full time. That's cool. So her, if I adjust and give you 7 more hours, that'll put you at 49. You're technically okay with that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to put Vanessa Hughes in this place here at 6 hours. Which one of you am I paying more? Am I paying? Who's making? So Melinda is making the most. So Melinda will work the least. That's how that's gonna work. So let's come over here. Schedule. So Melinda goes back down to this. Vanessa goes to the 7th hour. There we go. And then we take this schedule and we apply it to the whole day, the whole thing. Not everyone can be happy. Yeah. I mean, again, bad customer service. They don't have great skills, but they're people, all right? And people, it means there's people here to work, which means I don't have to be, okay? So now I can focus my time and hopefully this money that's going to come in on getting this business to be even more efficient and getting it to be more attractive, bringing more customers in consistently, and hopefully expanding our product offerings as well. I also need to buy the uniform lockers, as you know. And so I think I need at least 3 of them right now because of the cleaner and stuff that's going to be there too. I need at least 3 of those uniform lockers. And so I'm going to have to work on getting that going too. So that's the next task. And we made, all right, $3,000 of profit yesterday. Almost 6 grand. I can work with that. I'm going to see whether or not Jensen Capital will give me more money. I want to see if I can now, because of this income, because I've got a business, because I've got employees, etc. I want to see if they're going to give me more money than they have before. Because this, kind of sucks right now. Now, what I could do is just pay off the loan and then ask for a whole new loan. But I think they will, because the interest rate doesn't really change. There's no refinancing or anything like that. So I think they'll just add on to what I currently owe them. So we'll see how that goes. And of course, it's raining as well. Everyone's got their umbrellas. Well, not everyone. That guy's hardcore, just like me. He's eating an ice cream cone while it's raining on him. Yeah, there we go. All right, sweet. So let's go over here to Jensen Capital and see what they're willing to do for us now, huh? Hi there. I would like a lot more money. Can you loan me $30,000? We can definitely help you with that. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so now I owe $30,000. Yeah. I got a lot more cash now. It's time to put it to work. And again, I could get a car, but I still think it's more efficient. I realize it takes a little more time, but that money that I spend on a car could be used. Where in the world am I going? It could be used on inventory, and it could be used on more machines and stuff to expand this business. So I'm looking for, I could just go to that appliance store that's right here. That has an extra hot dog machine, which I don't think I need. Do I need that? I don't think so. No, the hot dog machine is good. I need another cash register. And then I also I want to be able to offer another product as well. Probably burgers would be a good thing. So why don't we check out that appliance store? It's over on that side. If we find a place selling umbrellas, I will buy one so that my character doesn't have this mood debuff all the time. But I have enough stuff keeping me happy that it's not a huge deal. That's why I got the television in my apartment, so I could watch it and keep myself happy. I got a park that I walk through every day when I go to work or when I go to the business, so that's fine too. So I'm looking for, I think it's the industrial grill that will work the hot dogs. Fry machine's very expensive. Drinks from fridge is not required anymore. Product crates aren't required. So I'm going to need another shelf. I know that much. And I think I'm going to want the industrial grill. I don't know how many customers it can hold. We can go to the help menu to find that out. And then I can type in grill. The industrial grill has a capacity of 20. So I will need 2 of these. This is good, but I need 2 of these to hit my maximum limit. Okay, so we'll go 1, 2 on the grills. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 for the extra counter, and then another cash register. All right, that's what we're going to bring over to the business for now. And this will get us going with hopefully having the ability to get burgers and such. Now, this is, of course, really close to the subway, and then we'll take it to Sunset Park Station. Could you take a business owner seriously if he was, going through the park like this, on a cart like this, with a bunch of boxes? Could you take him seriously? You're really putting in the work, right? There's seriously a grind going on here. Hopefully you do better so that you can afford a truck. It's like at some point you're gonna have to get a truck here. Put that one there. There's customers in the way there, so I'm gonna have to wait. But we'll put another one there. Put another one there, and then this one will go here when they let me. Yep, there it goes. Okay, we need another cash register, which we're gonna place here. Is it here or here? 2 separate lines. Yeah, we could probably put things in the center. We'll put another cash register there. And then the industrial grills. Now, I don't have the products for these yet. So I think instead we're just going to leave them on the cart for now. I think actually what I'll do is I'll just place the boxes down, because I'm going to want to use this cart. So I'll place the boxes down, and then we're going to go and get more stuff. We're going to go get hot dogs. We need more hot dogs. And then we also need burgers now. I can get burgers. Possibly I could look into the fry machine. I do have a $28,000 left now, but I was really hoping to use some of this loan money for a truck because it would just help me a lot to have a truck so that I don't have to do this anymore. I could finally be, you know, legitimate, if you will. That cash register doesn't have any paper bags, which I mean, there's paper bags in no, there isn't. There isn't any paper bags in storage. I need to get paper bags as well. The closest wholesaler to a what's the closest wholesaler to a subway station? I think it might just be, I mean, this is currently very close to my home, so I don't need that. I think I'll go over here. I just need to go to a wholesaler. So, all right, in a wholesaler, we're going to grab some more paper bags because we're going to need them. I'm going to get 2 more of those. We're going to grab 2 more sets of hot dogs. And then we're going to go and find burgers, wherever they are. Burgers. Where are the burgers? There they are. Okay, so $2,317 for 300 of them. We're going to grab 4 boxes of those because I think we're going to sell them. Okay, so that's our new product offering at our store. Let's go ahead and cash out here. It's a lot of money, but we have a lot of money. So that's us spending a whole lot of money on inventory. Let's bring this back. We have that extra cash register now, which doesn't have anybody working at it, but we got this extra cash register now. Yep, almost hit me. Probably should use the crosswalk on the safe side of the street. It's a good idea. We'll go to Sunset Park Station, bring it back. I might actually change the name from Industry Dogs. I might even go in and change it to, I think, the Sunset something, because it's Sunset Park, right? So I don't know, give me an idea of like a name. It's eventually going to serve everything, right? It's eventually going to serve all the food stuff. So, you know, maybe there's like a long-term name that Industry Dogs can be rebranded as something else once it starts to really ramp up other product offerings. And we're right outside Sunset Park, so if you got a name, let me know. All right, into the store, and let's see what we can do here. So I want to also, I guess I want to put all of this stuff in here, right? Add items to storage. But we need to let's go ahead and do something here. So I want to take this cash register, right? We want to have paper bags in there, so let's go ahead and do that. And then also this is hot dogs, right? Okay, so I want to take the industrial grill. We're going to place it here. We're going to place the other one right here, I think. Yeah, and then there'll be another hot dog one here, I guess, because that would equal it out, I suppose. We don't really need another hot dog one. So in actual fact, I most likely should have it doesn't really matter, right? But like if I wanted to have this be actually symmetrical, I could probably take it and say another counter here and move this over to the wall, and then have these kind of be in the middle, but it doesn't matter. So we're just going to put the hot dogs here. Sorry, the burgers here. So we have burgers there, and then we want to make sure that we go ahead and have the prices and stuff worked out for that. So we have $17.90 for the hot dogs. That's pretty good. The lowest market price for burgers is $12.50 at the moment. I think that's just because of us. So what it's actually at is $15.58. So what we want to do is kind of undercut that if we can. So let's go $15.50. See if we can have that happen. We're still solid on everything else. And looks like it's pretty good. Now we have another cash register here. That's one I can work. All right. So I can work this register to increase customer capacity. So if I wanted to come over here and work, you know, I could say, okay, look, another register's open. And these guys would just go ahead and do their thing. And then we would work and we're closed, right? So I should have more soda. Yeah. All this stuff gets stocked anyway. So you don't have to do this like I am. I'm just trying to get a feel for it, like how much we have left. And so right now we're about to run out of soda in that one, and that's about it. Cleaner isn't doing a very good job cleaning, prominently because they have like a 17% skill. We are going to replace these employees once we get better candidates. I am always seeking more talented people for a lower hourly rate, hopefully. Let's check this out. Okay, so they want $29 an hour, but their customer service skill is better. And they want a peaceful work environment. It's nice to have. Full-time is what they're looking for. My current employees, I could probably replace, I think, you. I think Vanessa just got here, and she's already getting replaced. because the extra little bit per hour is going to make a huge difference with the customer service rating being up. I think it's going to make a big difference. But I don't need to replace her just yet. I just need to have somebody else on this other register is what I really want. So we can go into negotiations, and I'm just going to accept his 29 an hour because it's just not worth it. It just isn't. And then, so we're only open here. So I'm going to say that we start Ricky Smith, and we're going to get you a 6-hour shift, let's say here, to help out with Vanessa here. We'll have you maybe work like this part right here. I think that's probably okay. We could even do a 7-hour one, I suppose, but you're working at 29 an hour. So let's just hold off on that. We'll go here with this, and then we'll copy that schedule to every day. So this will be every day now. So if I take a look at my employees, I now have 4 employees, and I think all of them will be happy. Both of these are checked off, so they will be happy, checked off, good, and good. Making sure everybody has exactly what they want, and then their mood, their satisfaction goes up. And, you know, satisfaction directly depends on the demands met. The fewer, the less quality they deliver. Completely unsatisfied employees will resign, but they'll deliver better quality if they're really satisfied. So they're going to be able to work a little bit above their primary skill level. Now, the other thing I can do is I can train them in certain skills. So that's quite expensive, but I do have some money right now. So if I wanted to, for example, get Vanessa moving up, because she is a lower wage person, there might be some value in getting her to train up. But they have to be unassigned from their job before I can do so. For now, I'm just going to let this business handle itself with the employees that we have. I'm not really concerned about it too much. I've got everybody on the schedule the way they are. That's great. And this extra $13,000, what I probably will do with this money is seek other equipment to keep expanding it. I was thinking about opening up a second business in another location, but I think I really want to hammer this one down first. And we're making, $4,000 today. I think we can make more than that tomorrow now that we got hamburgers up and running. The upselling potential is there. All right, so let's walk into AJ's, and we're going to get the flatbed, and we're going to look to add a couple of tables. We need to expand how big our lobby is. So I'm going to get a couple of tables. Let's go with 3 tables. I only have 8. Here's how I'm going to do this. So I want to be able to bring more stuff, and I don't want to have to wait for them, or deal with them closing on me. I don't have a truck, all right? I need to have a truck. Renting a truck would be kind of cool, actually, in this game, I think. And I know we can do deliveries. I know you can do that. I'm not doing that just yet. We're going to park this vehicle here on the side of the road. And I probably will end up parking that next to a subway station instead, because then I don't have to walk in excess of that. But that's going to give you a couple more tables, a couple more chairs. And then what I need to do in order to be able to take deliveries, I think, is talk to the people in the back room. There's a desk somewhere. I got to be able to talk to them. It's probably is it in the front. So that's the bathrooms. Oh, is this person right here? Yeah. So I need to be able to talk to this person, I believe. There we go. And now they've been added as a contact, and I can go ahead and have deliveries there if I wanted to. It's $250 extra to have the delivery. But since I already bought half of it, half of what I want, I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest. So what I want are, there it is, uniform lockers. So I want 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4 uniform lockers, because I'll probably need up to 4. I'm not actually sure if I need all of them. Why don't we test this? We could just have 1 locker and see if that's enough to satisfy the requirements. I guess if it is, then we just use these lockers later. We just use them on other things. So if I need 1 per employee, then I actually don't know. So if I need 1 per employee, then I'll just, I'll have 4. And if I don't, then cool, I have extra. And then I was looking for something that would help with just the aesthetics of the place, which I guess some of these plants would probably do. So we can do the planter boxes. Am I not allowed to grab one of these? Oh, they're not for sale. Well, I figured everything on display was for sale, but that's kind of silly, I guess. Yeah. All right. Let's take another table, and then 1, 2, 3 chairs to go with that. And then the next cart we buy, we'll just have an extra 3 chairs, 4 chairs. I think right now I have 3 chairs per table in the whole restaurant. So if I buy an extra 4 chairs, I think that'll be good. I think, yeah. We'll take this over to the subway here, and I think the rest of my money I'm gonna save up until I have a truck so that I can start doing this stuff. But this is what it's been replaced with. This longer one right here is what it's replaced with, the van I've been driving around. And those are expensive. You can buy these too. They have a 40 cargo capacity. I thought I was closer to the subway station than this. Am I not? Is the subway station all the way? Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, I thought I was closer than that, but it's okay. We're going to get both of these carts that I have over to the restaurant, and that'll tell me, you know, what else I need from there. We do have one drinks fridge that's empty, so we're going to have to look at restocking that as well. Okay, I'm back in the shop, and you can see another change that's happened in the recent updates. You can now see your cleaning employee here cleaning. Yeah, that's a new thing too. So I have a uniform locker here. I'm going to go ahead and place that in here, and I'm not sure if this is required to do everywhere. I'm going to put it right here. I'm not sure how to think about that, but let's go into the business manager now, and you can see set up uniforms right here. So maybe only one locker is needed, and I hope that that's the case, but right now we have this. So we could do customer service. We could do a default, and we can also tweak the default. So at the moment, this is default. So customer service is going to wear default, and then you have default for cleaning services as well. So everybody has the same default. So now when I look at my employees, they all have a unified, you know, outfit. It's not really what I necessarily want, but that's what they have. Now, if I want to tweak that, I can come over and choose a new preset, and I can call it something else if I want to. So maybe I want CS green, for example, customer service green. So I could go in and maybe have a green outfit or a green, you know, uniform, or maybe change the shirts that they have or whatever. Like I can tweak things at this point. So let's say I want, oh my gosh, there's actually several different things here. This is kind of interesting. With the apron and everything, I mean, yeah, probably an apron would be okay. Yeah, it changes the color of the apron too. I want just the shirt. Yeah, it's actually weird because like if I want a dark, if I choose dark, it does it to the apron, but the shirt ends up blue, and then everything is green. And now I don't know. I wish I could independently choose them, but it's all good. Let's take and make, yeah, for this place, it's really just like a t-shirt maybe. Maybe this is all I want here. And then maybe I don't want any hats on this one. Whistle. Oh, interesting, for like a gym. Yeah, that's cool. For pants, we can maybe put just blue jeans is fine, I think. Yeah, sure. Like we're just kind of changing things up and seeing what kind of shoes we can do here. We have like a shoes for cruise kind of thing, maybe. Yeah, sure. So like that could be CS green, you know. Changes to the preset are done, and I can also, of course, impact the uniforms for the ladies as well. So yeah, there we go. Now we at least have uniforms. That should be a more welcoming thing. And then interior design, I want to change the floors. So I'm thinking we go something along the lines of this. This is $50. Oh my, it gets quite expensive, doesn't it? Sure does. Yeah. So I don't have enough money to actually alter the floors all the way. I could go partial. Might help a little bit, but it's not a meaningful amount. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that because I want my money back. Not a meaningful change yet. Let's go ahead and put this chair here. Another chair. We'll put that over here. And then one more chair can go in over here. All right. I think we have 4 chairs on each table now. Yeah. But then I have the extra table as well. So I guess I'll put the extra table kind of over there. And then I have extra lockers. So these 3 lockers are just going to go to other businesses in the future. But in the meantime, I guess I'll just take these lockers back and put them in my apartment. Speaking of which, you know, I think I want an apartment over here if I can get one that's reasonable as far as distance goes. So this one is kind of in between. I think I'd rather have something. Yeah, how about over here next to the pool? How much does it cost to live over by the pool? It's a pretty small place, you know. It's very tiny. $1,000 for the deposit, and I can have an apartment over on this side. And it's not really I was gonna say it's not really closer than my other one because I walk here and then it just takes me over there, but it kind of is. Because then I don't have to ride the subway to get there. I could just eat, sleep, whatever, and then walk over here through the park or go swimming. I like it. I think I'm gonna get an apartment over here. So I'll just rent this building. That's fine. I got 2 apartments now. And then I just need the, the bed and all that stuff. But what I'll do is I'll put this uniform locker over in that apartment. And of course, we'll walk through the park to do it. Although I am really low on my energy again. And I don't have any beds over at that apartment either. So this is going to kind of suck. I guess I could always go on the bench. Yeah, and there's places to work out and stuff over here too. So this is a nice place, really, to have an apartment. To live near this is actually really nice. All right, so profits for the day was $3,700, and that's without me doing anything in the business. I basically just dropped off some tables, and that's about it. So here's our apartment. Got some like Full House San Francisco things going on over here. All right, so it's a pretty small place, right? And all we're going to do is set these boxes down. We're going to place them. I guess I can't place it in this room. This room is like dedicated for deliveries, I guess. We'll set them over here. So we'll say 1. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to have the... All right, hold on. I want to... Yeah, place box. There it is. I just want to have the boxes over here instead. All right, there we go. And then I am going to need a bench to sleep on here, I think. Why don't we sleep like all the way? Just like give me a whole bunch of time. That should be enough. I could get a taxi. Why don't we just get the scooter? I was gonna say I could get a taxi, and that would be oh my gosh, I'm trapped in here. There's like a car. There's no parking spaces here. There's cars all over the place. But yeah, I could get a taxi, but it's like $300+ to take a taxi over and across the bridge to where I want to go. So we'll use the scooter instead to go over the bridge. That's gonna be neat. Just this little electric scooter. I wonder if it'll run out of battery by the time we get there. This bridge takes a very long time to cross. It's just, oh man, like it is. You got to have a fast vehicle to cross that bridge. Otherwise, it's a real boring trip. The first time you do it, you're thinking, oh yeah, cool. I'm going over the water and I'm gonna go to Industry City. Second time you do it, you're like, okay, yeah, it's still a pretty nice bridge. The third, fourth, fifth, eventually, I don't know how many times it's gonna take you, but eventually, you're gonna get to the point where like, and can I just teleport? Can we just get over the bridge, please? It's just, there's nothing to do on the bridge other than just keep driving in a straight line. All right. I don't really need to stay awake. So this is my day off, just so I can recover energy and my mood and all sorts of things. So we got that going for us. I'll eat a bag of bananas. That should hold me over for a little while. And let's see, what can we do here? I complete a personal goal. That's fine. Let's watch a little television here to help with our mood is a little bit more. I want to go into the skate park. That'll get me some mood bumps as well. All right, so I'm taking the day to kind of work on my mental health stuff and kind of prepare for happiness and stuff. So I got a lot of happiness bonuses now, which is great. I also went ahead and got some furniture so that I could furnish this place too. So standard bed going in the corner over there. I've placed a wardrobe in here. This will allow me to change my clothes if I ever want to right there. And I'm also getting a gym mat so I could do like exercise stuff in the apartment. I've applied those 2 things already to the other apartment as well. And then finally a standard fridge, which we kind of need to get stuff for it. I need to start filling that up too. Now this last thing that I've got here, this plant in a square vase, right? I wish I could carry this and use the scooter at the same time, but that's just not something I can do. For this, I'm going to walk over. I might as well walk in the park while I'm doing it. We're going to walk over to the store, and I'm going to place the plant in there. It's just like a decorative thing, whatever. I could also maybe, I mean, working out in the rain isn't all that good. Can I? Oh, I can't place this anywhere, right? Because I'm outside. I was going to just put the box down and work out, but I guess I can't do that. I would say that the contents of this package would get ruined in the rain, but it's a plant, so I think it'll be all right. Yeah, here we go. You can also change the sign appearance too, but I'm not going to really bother with that yet. in previous playlists, we actually had... Ooh, this place is dirty. Let me get this cleaned up. Previous playlists, we had people from the audience, people from the community, if you will, were making signs for my businesses. If you have what you believe to be adequate skills in that department and you want to contribute, I have used viewers' stuff in the past. I don't guarantee that I will use it, but if you would like to create signs, I can use them. Anyone who would like to do that, please make sure you're going to our Discord server, and you can reach out on there and just be like, hey, what are the dimensions of, the picture that I need for, for big ambitions? And I'll have the bot go in and reply to you immediately with this code right here. Just leave this command in our Discord server, and the bot will tell you what to do and how to do it. Again, I don't promise to use anything that you make, but if it's really cool and I like it more than other people's for the same company, then that's what we'll do. Yeah, there you go. That's how I'll do it. That's how I've done it in the past anyway. It's been pretty good. And then I have some business ideas. I have some signs I've used from the past, or some names of businesses that I've used in the past. I may reuse those, but I am looking for different names this time. I just want to mix it up. So, if you have other name ideas, drop them in. Otherwise, I think from now, the business is kind of managing itself pretty well, and it's making about $4,000 a day in profit, which is neat. We're going to get deliveries set up so that I don't have to bring stock there anymore. I think we have enough product diversification at the moment to where I can stop transitioning that, especially if I do not have a car. If I had a truck, and I think I'm going to save up for the truck. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to save up for the truck. Now, if you're interested in seeing the different larger vehicles, let's go over to the new General US trucks. The new one. I'm trying to click it, and it's not. There it goes. We're going to go over to the new and improved General US trucks. It's gotten a major overhaul. They've been very successful over the years of selling their big semi trucks, and so now they got themselves a big boy store. Look at this place. This isn't a small little, showroom anymore. It's a big old legit dealership now, and they're not open anymore. They closed. When did they close? 4? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just have to wait to show it to you. Don't worry. We'll see it eventually, because I am going to buy some vehicles in there. But they got some other stuff on here, which is pretty cool. They got their own gas station right here, which is kind of neat. And they sell stuff. They sell these trucks, which are very expensive. And I was hoping they would have examples of other vehicles out here, but I don't see them. What I would like to buy as my first car will either be this SUV, that's kind of fancy. You guys know it. I like this SUV. I actually forget the name of it right now, but this is the one I tend to buy. My first advanced vehicle I tend to buy in every playlist before. I forget the name of it right now. Or this truck, and I'm leaning towards the truck because it's cheaper. It's a little bit cheaper. I think the truck here is $43,000 now, which is a pretty modest price given today's prices for trucks. But it's a pretty short bed. I don't know. Looks like a 5-foot bed. But either way, these vehicles here, you can't purchase them anymore. They're all, at least for now, you can't purchase them. They're all delivery trucks. And I've never done a delivery route. I was jamming the music. I've never done a delivery truck or a delivery route over here before. So I'm going to do one, at least. We have a stable business now, okay? Something that can drive itself while we go out and do other things. I'm going to probably do some more deliveries because it just raises my revenue. It just raises my money faster so that I can get to my own vehicle and start scaling things up. But always looking to reinvest my money into the business. And I think a truck is a good investment for the business because it's going to speed up everything else. It's going to speed up my ability to deliver. And ultimately, it's just going to provide me with some comfort, okay? Because comforts are important. All right, I was sleeping. And I was dreaming, and I remembered what my car is called. I remembered. It was the none of it. Yes, I'll have none of it. That's what it is. That's my favorite car in the game. It's wonderful. I think it's sold now at the luxury car dealer, and it's probably more than I can afford. So I'm not going to be able to get that yet, but I might save up to get the none of it instead of the truck. I don't know. We'll see. The none of it, I don't know if it counts as a business expense, right? Because you can get that. We probably should get a restock. It's now Wednesday, day 38. Over half a year in game has passed. Yes, if you didn't know, 60 days is a year in this game. That's how it's balanced anyway. Titans of Industry Supply is the wholesale store in Industry City, and that is open in an hour. By the time I get there, it will be that hour. And then the subway station is quite far from it, but I think I'm going to go there and get a restock. I don't know. Maybe I don't need it. Let's just see real quick. Do I need the restock? Go to Bizman. Okay. So here's how our business is going. Customer service is lacking, okay? It's a big problem. It's a bit of an issue, but I'm hoping we can address that just over time. Let's take a look really quick at our employees and see, are they getting any better? It doesn't look like they're getting much better. Maybe I should start sending some of them to training, or we have some candidates now. There's a 29% that wants $28 an hour. That's a lot. I want better candidates, you know? I want better people. I don't know if I can get it from better money, but why don't we take a look and see what it would cost us for a recruiter? So it's got to be in here somewhere, right? The recruiting. I thought it would be in sort of this list here. Special buildings is what I thought it would be. Marketing agency, recruitment agency. There it is. So that one there, that's what we need to go to, I think. Yeah, Anderson. We're going to go to Anderson Recruitment, and we're going to see whether or not we can get anyone better for this job, right? I mean, we just hired people off the street. You know? Is it you? No, which one is it? Is it this one? Is it on the corner? I really wish I could somehow... Yeah, there it is. Okay. Let's go to this stop. Just give it a little chat, you know? I'm okay with firing people. I don't care. We got them off the street. They wanted a job. They're not doing a great... They're not doing a very good job. You know, their skills are low, and that's fine. It's their first job. I get it. But my hot dogs are premium, okay? And I want to make sure that people feel premium when they get my dogs. Okay. So they're open now. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what this is going to cost me. Again, rebalance and stuff. I don't know what the prices and stuff are. So we can now call them. That's good. You have to tag up in these places in order to get them added to your address book and stuff. Okay, so obviously it's industry dogs and it's customer service, and I'm looking for full-time people, and it's going to cost me $2,000 just to find 4 people in a day. But if I'm willing to wait a little while, and I kind of am, I guess, yeah. Let's do this for as cheap as we can, but I want like a good variety of candidates to choose from. So let's spend $400. 10 days is a bit much. Let's do, gosh. All right, let's do 6 candidates over 8 days, all right? We're going to see if we can't find some better people out there, all right? There we go. And then the other thing I wanted to go to is the marketing agency. Now, the marketing agency is over by the park, unless they've moved. There it is, McCain's Marketing Agency. So we're going to talk to them too. I got $14,000. In addition to having better people, I want to have more clients. I want to have more customers as well. And you can't get better customers. You can't get more customers without doing a bit of marketing. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and slide right over here near the park. Probably go to the park as well if I need it. Not sure I need it. Walk to the park has 2 days left, but no reason I can't extend that a little bit. There we go. And we're going to walk into McCain's Marketing and see what they got going on in here, okay? So we can tag up. Now we can call them too. I would like to see, what's a large internet campaign? 500 a day, okay? 250. You know what, I'd like to know how close I am to reaching my max. I mean, satisfaction's up here. I mean, yeah, I feel like we can definitely do better than this, you know? Better than we're currently doing. So I'm gonna pay the money for it and we're gonna see what happens, okay? So large internet campaign, I'm gonna go ahead and confirm that. And then we'll go ahead real quick and check in, and it's only gonna give a 27% up. So we're gonna want to do a medium internet campaign as well. And then also we might as well go in and do the small one at the same time. So we're getting all of them on the table. There we go. Spending a bit of money on the marketing, but it's going to boost our numbers, hopefully, more than we're spending on it. That's what I have to hope. Now, of course, that hope is, well, it's not necessarily going to happen unless we have good customer service. So that's going to take effect now. I'm going to go all the way back over to the park. This is like the furthest possible subway I could go. I also get a kick out of this too. It drives in a straight line to the bridge, but the train has to take the bridge over to the other island. You know how it rotates there. You would see it more prominently if I was coming from a different direction. But it has to take the bridge because the map, the development of the map is just off the bridge. So if when you go to the map screen, you'll see it's just fog over here and fog over here. This is the only part that's actually a valid map. So the train travels on the valid map. And then as soon as it gets to the end of the bridge, it rotates again to the left and goes that way. Instead of going in a straight line through the water. I just find it interesting, you know? I mean, there would only be one track to the other bridge, probably, or to the other island. So I guess that makes sense. But I just find it interesting that it does that. And it's going to rotate now. There it goes. And I end up in the park next to a big old kids playground area. Look at that. Huh? What's this? It's kids playground. I don't want the bench. Yeah. Look at those play structures and stuff. This is cool, huh? Look at this place. That's awesome. My daughter would love playing stuff like this. Right there, she'd get a kick out of that. My son would love this. Probably get more kick terrorizing. He's nice to his sister. He doesn't need to terrorize his sister. Have you found out, is this a true statement? Okay, for people who are parents, okay, or maybe you're an aunt or an uncle or something, or maybe your grandfather. I don't know, but people who have experience dealing with kids. Do you think it's true that an older brother is not annoying to a younger sister, but a younger brother is very annoying to an older sister? I feel like I found that to be the case. In my limited experience, I'm finding out, I think I found out that when you have an older brother, they're not annoying to the sister. But, and the sister doesn't really annoy the brother. But when you have a younger brother, younger brother really annoys the older sister. That's what I'm getting at. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit work here, and we'll start working on this part. I actually dress in the uniform too. That's interesting. And I have different color pants than she does. I wonder if that's a part of the uniform. Did I mess that up? Give dark pants to the ladies? I mean, I must have, right? Because this is the thing. We have barely any business until about noon, and then everyone just floods in. So I really don't need to be open at 10. I think I can adjust the hours. I'm going to have to do that a different day, of course, because I'm, otherwise I'm going to stretch everybody else pretty thin. But I think I can adjust the hours to maybe open at noon, because we don't really get a whole lot of business. Okay. We're going to see how this marketing campaign affects this day. And at 3 o'clock, I got another person coming in too. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And then another person will come in at 3 o'clock, and they'll work that register anyway. I'm going to go ahead and grab a broom, grab a mop. Just want to see how this campaign impacts us. Now, while I have the rest of this money, you might think it's kind of a waste. Like, hey, man, you should be spending this money. And I generally agree. But I am trying to save for a vehicle. Okay, I don't want to be riding the subway anymore. So while I could get some more equipment and get some more product offerings, I could do that. But I'm trying to treat myself just a little bit better than that. Specifically, my time as a player as well. I'd like to get a vehicle so I can stop riding the subway and walking through the park every single time I go into this building. So I'm trying to... It's not letting me mop that. It's being very stubborn on where I'm allowed to mop. Another thing I've noticed is that people are, they're more active. They're walking around the sidewalks and stuff. But you'll actually see people walk into your business. They're walking into the store. Some of them are. Some of them just pass by, but others will go into the store. So that's neat. I don't remember that being a thing before. That's cool. I mean, it's probably been a thing for a couple versions or something, right? I mean, I don't play every single version of the game. You guys, see that? This is 0.9, and I mean, I was playing it. I was showing it in the earliest beta. So this thing's had 10 updates, and I'm on my 4th playlist. So I don't play every single update. So I think maybe that was in the last ones. I do the voices or the voiceover for the update videos for this game. And like, I'll be told what these updates are, and so I could record the actual specs for the update. But like, I don't remember it really until I actually get in and play the game. That's the only time I really remember what's going on in there. I'm kind of thinking I want more chairs. I got that extra table in here that's got essentially no chairs. So I think I'm going to do that. And yeah, I probably could get some more soda. That too. All right, so we made $4,000 total profit today. That's great. And we're running out of paper bags, which is, I guess, a good sign that we're selling a lot of stuff. Yeah. It's day 41. It's a Saturday. And I can probably go get the paper bags and stuff. We're up to $15,000. I'd really like to get... Let's see. What car, what vehicle do we really want? I mean, I'm not going to be able to get my none of it. I'm just not going to be able to do that. Not very soon anyway. So why don't we go check out City Cars? That's going to be the cheapest one that's going to be available. And I think City Cars is... Let's see if I can guess it. Hold on. It's here. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Right there. Okay. So we're going to go to City Cars. And we're just going to see what they have and what the prices are for them. You can't look at these things online. At least I don't believe they can, unless they change that. Can you? Can we look at these things online? Look at what they got for sale? No. They're open at 8 a.m. Hey, that's now. Well, hang on. Now, are they open on the weekends? Because it is a Saturday. I've done this before. It is. They are open. Okay, so let's go and check that out. I'm not sure. I mean, I know what I can afford, right? I know I can afford one of those tiny little ones. I can probably afford the Crown Vic. Or the Crown Vic equivalent, right? Game can't use real names. It says things like Vord instead of Ford, right? But I think there's a Crown Vic equivalent or proxy or whatever you want to call it in the game. And I want to say it has like 12 cargo space, something like that. So I might do that. It's probably going to be slow. I wish I knew the speed of these vans because I've got a lot of experience driving these things. So I'd like something faster than the van. It's okay. It's just I want something quicker. I want to get around and move. But it would be nice to have good cargo space. At least, the equivalent of the little cart that we're moving around. So this is what I want here. The Vord V150. It's $44,000. And I figure if I'm going to wait for this, I might as well wait for the none of it. But I don't know. Like, there's an extra little bit of capacity here. But it doesn't have the auto park. And auto park is so good, dude. It's so good. So I kind of want to do that. But there's a Hansa Mimic. This is the lowest of the low. Its max speed is 60. I want to say that's the same as the van. I think 60 is the speed of the van. I think. And then here's the Crown Vic, the Vord Tiara Vic. Instead of Crown Vic. Max speed is 70. It's a little bit faster. 12 cargo space. Maybe we roll around in a black Crown Vic for now. Maybe this is the car that we go with right now. Just so we have our own vehicle and we can, get inventory and stuff going on. I'd really like to I would really like to save up for the truck, to be honest. The 20 capacity is it's an 80 is speed as well. Max speed is 80. So it's a little faster than this too. So like, yeah, it's 4 times as much. I get it, but I'd like the truck. The truck is like bright red too. Ooh. I like the blue. I like the bright red. Yep. And I mean, black is cool too. I mean, nothing against black, but I think I like the blue as well. So I'm kind of torn between a few different colors here. And I'd even do the green. But I can't purchase this until I get more money. So right now, it's just something I look at. I'll come over here every day just to look at what I can't have. I mean, this is something, right? It's $2,500. It's something. I feel like something should be had. Why don't we get just like this crappy little Hansa mimic, right? We can make it purple or something. Huh? Just a cruddy car. What do you think? Can we get something? Let's just get something. We got a purple Hansa mimic as our first car. It's humble beginnings, right? It's just something that we can get on the road so that I don't have to go and use the subway anymore. I don't want to use the subway anymore. So here we are. Need to turn this down a little bit. So we're in this car now. This car, when it gets damaged, we have to fix it now. We have to pay for the fix. So I want to be cautious there too. And then also it uses fuel. I'll have to replenish that. So there's some stuff to deal with there. But paper bags. So now I can go to places like this. This is the real benefit of having your own car. Other than just it's so slow. But let's just be very careful. It's got great handling. Oh yeah, nice sharp turns. I like that. Sharper than the van. Makes sense. It should anyway. Just as fast though. It's the same speed. All right, so this is the real benefit though. You can pull right in. You can just drive right up in there. Yep. So we'll go ahead and just get out and we'll say, hey, look, I want paper bags. Let's stuff a couple of those in there. We're getting pretty good business now. We'll grab a hot dog. Pop that in there too. Let's do... actually, you know what? Let's do another hot dog right there. And then, man, I really should get fries because burger and fries, they complement each other so well. I probably should get that. I just haven't yet. I need the fry vat for that, which is the main issue is I need a fry vat. That's $5,000. Let's go a little bit further over here. We'll get the sodas and burgers are right here. So we'll go and get burger, pop that in, another soda, pop that in, another burger, pop that in. And that is it for this, right? 8 out of 8, yes. So it's the same capacity as one of those push carts, but clearly more mobile than that. And now I can drive across the bridge and everything will be good. Now, did I talk to you guys yet? I want to get you guys as a contact if I haven't yet. I did already. Okay. Now, I could start a delivery contract with these guys. I could. But the thing is, these guys are all the way across the bridge. Wow, that's $10,000. I mean, I'm not going to need things for quite a while. At least you got that going for us. Can I get some real music in here? Okay, well... I mean, it's all right, but it's still not the vibe I was going for. Kind of wanted some rock and roll, but this is more rock, not as much roll. It's fine. Now, the downside of, you know, doing things with your own car, right, is like the subway is very cool because you can just click it and then I can go get a drink of water and come back and look, it's there. And it's probably faster to move around from point to point using the subway. I think it's probably faster. Am I close to the roundabout yet? Past it. Good. All right. So I need to turn. Let's see. It's one. Yeah, one more turn. Then we're good. Here we go. Yeah. I'll show you how long the drive is across the bridge. You got to have a faster vehicle. All right. I think the scooter is a little slower than the car, right? So it took even longer in the scooter, but it's just it's a long drive. I'll take this side now. And oh, good. And then if you have somebody in front of you, it's even worse because there's very little room to pass, which in the scooter was no big deal. But now that I have my own vehicle and don't want to hurt it, still 100%, still good. Now, if I can get this thing to go a straight line here, that'd be great without scraping the wall because I could probably just pass everybody as we do this. So ultimately, point to point from like subway station to station. Oh my God, it's 82% from that. That's just like a... Yeah, I got stuck behind this guy, and I decided I wasn't going to show you the entire bridge crossing segment because that would just... I don't know. I can't come up with things to say. I can't just, you know, mutter on about whatever while this goes on. I really hope... I mean, it's probably modeled after a real bridge, and I get it. So I don't anticipate it changing, but I really do hope he considers redesigning this bridge to be just 2 lanes in each direction so that I can pass cars. Because you can't really pass anybody when crossing this bridge. It's a real pain in the ass to cross this bridge. I don't like it. Let's go. I'm going the wrong way. 82%. From that tiny... I guess it wasn't so tiny. The thing is, the bridge pillar doesn't really have a crumple zone. It doesn't give at all. So the entirety of the hit is taken by my car, I guess. So I suppose I probably shouldn't even be able to drive in the first place. I should count my blessings that I can even move at this point, let alone only taking 18% damage. All right, but it's a crappy car anyway, so it'll be cheap to fix. Imagine if I had got my none of it and that happened. I'd be really mad because it's like $2,000 worth of fixing to do. Okay, so there's nowhere to park here, which is obvious downside. So everywhere is illegal nearby the park. That sucks. I'm learning the pitfalls of car ownership in this game, and in Industry City, it sucks. There's nowhere to park. Look at the street parking is just all here. No wonder it's so busy here. Oh yeah, you just got to take a ticket and suck it up. I'm going to park on this side of the road, and then I have to walk from here. Oh, man. My business is not in a car-friendly area. At least it's free parking. But now, like, how do I unload it? There's only one thing I can do. We're going to have to be fast, okay? This is what we got to do. We're going to go the wrong way on this street. Okay? This is what we're going to... Like, there's no parking at all on the side of this on this road. So we're going to go as fast as we can. We're going to wait for the clock to tick over to 6. So it's the top of the hour. And then we're just going to do it as fast as we can. All right. I'm going to park this right here. And I'm going to hope that I don't get a ticket. Go. All right. So manage storage. Soda can. Bring that in. I need to put it on this. Just, yep. And then grab the cart. Grab the cart. Yep. There we go. All right. Out the door. Storage. Grab all the things. Grab as many things as we can. And put it on the storage. There we go. Now the paper bags are refilled. And manage the storage again. Halfway done with the hour. I think we're going to make it. No problem. So you just got to be fast. And then you won't get a parking ticket. And then we don't need this. So we just get rid of it. It'll despawn itself. And we're back in the car. Aha. With 15 seconds to spare. All right, let's take a look at our candidates really quick. And there is one with 43, but a lot of the candidates that the recruiting agency did. This is the first one, I guess. Yeah, first one from Anderson. Everything else is a job board. Anderson's finding us some better people. This is 43%, and they only want... Oh, only, sorry. I read that as 21, and then my brain went, oh, wait, no, that's a 3. They do want a lot more money than the 22 alley. That's 50% more money than this person, but... they're not 50% better. We might be in a good place to try and train people, but we'll see what else Anderson comes up with. This doesn't expire for another 6 days, so we'll see what else Anderson comes up with. But in any case, we've technically moved up in the world. We got ourselves our own automobile. All right, we did some things, and I'm not sure if it's a good thing or not to have our own car, but at least it's a really cheap one, so I can beat it up and it won't matter as much. And we can technically get around a little bit more convenient, although in Industry City, there's not a whole lot of parking, so that part kind of sucks. Anyway, I'm going to cross this really long bridge again and hope I don't get stuck behind anyone. You guys take it easy. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Come on back for the next one. Bye-bye.